my desk. And he did. Decorating is not the forte, but the other night, she found a plaque she wanted, and this ties so much into the Fallon, with youth. She found this plaque, because in the public school system, you can't talk about God, and you can't be, the Lord said we are to be wise as serpents and gentle as doves. So she found this plaque, and it said, "Life is a journey, enjoy it." And when we were talking, and this is not a position she volunteered for, this is one that said, you either do this or you don't. I mean, and we find ourselves where the Father opens up doors for us. I don't believe, have you ever heard, I don't believe in coincidence. God is too much in the details. If you study science, help me dig to this. If you study science enough, there is so much precision that precision doesn't just happen. Am I all right, safe in saying that? Thank you. I appreciate that. Libby is in agreement too, so I'm in good shape there. I don't want to embarrass Dick anymore, but my science is here. It doesn't just happen. Well, I found myself and pondering this little plaque that my wife's going to put up in her new office in the high school, and pondering over Fallon, where she's going in parts unknown, Cape May, New Jersey, and our young people. I've been reading some of these posts, of college. I finally got my homework done. I'm not in Kansas anymore, kind of idea. We find ourselves in new territory, and I'm drawn back to a passage that we looked at not too long ago, 2013, 1 Chronicles chapter 4, verses 9 and 10. If you want to turn to it, you see it up there. You'll recognize it as soon as we read it. Many years ago, there was a book written by Bruce Wilkinson based on this passage called The Prayer of Jabez. And, a lot of people were sharing that book thinking it's a lucky charm, and I don't believe there's any lucky charms. If anything, if you take this passage seriously, you'll realize that indeed it involves more responsibility. But I want to, just a little background before I read this, and I want to share with you a formula that I think will take with you, and I've shared it again. I've shared it before, I'm going to share it again. And I have to read things over and over again for it to stick. Okay? So if this sounds familiar to you, it is. You just need to learn it. Okay? Does that make sense? Okay. A little background behind this. If you've never read the Bible before, don't go to Chronicles and read first. Okay? Because, I'll tell you, unless you have insomnia and you can't sleep. Because what we have here in 1 Chronicles, you have genealogy. So-and-so begat so-and-so, begat so-and-so, begat so-and-so. There's over 600 genealogies recorded here in Chronicles. If that doesn't put you to sleep, and trust me, I'm not going to read them this morning. Okay? But right in the middle of the genealogy, you have this little nugget, this little gold nugget that just pops out at us, and it's Jabez. I want to read it to you now. It says, now, Jabez was more honorable than his brothers. And his mother called his name Jabez, saying, because I bore him in pain. I'll just stop there. His name means pain. How would you like to be called pain? I've been called pain. I've been called a brat. I've been called a lot of things. But his legal name was Pain, Jabez. That's what it means. Verse 10. And Jabez called on the God of Israel, saying, oh, that you would bless me indeed, and enlarge my territory, that your hand would be with me, and that you would keep me from evil, that I may not cause pain. So God granted him what he requested. Fallon, this is my prayer for you. My prayer for all those starting out, especially in the new school year and so forth, in new jobs, and new territory that you find yourself in. It fits with all of us here. But the backdrop of this passage of Scripture, I want to lay out to you what I call a formula for faith. That, as I said, I don't believe anything happens by means, by accident. There's just too much detail. There's too much precision. I just marvel at the things of science and the things that we're doing today, and all the technology. And I'm still working with a dumb phone. I don't have a smartphone. I don't think I want a smartphone. I have enough issue with that, but I marvel at the technology here. But I want to pose this question to you as I go into this formula: is what does it mean to have God's hand on us? What does it mean to have God's hand on us? And I asked the question this morning at 8:30, and I got some interesting responses that you feel the touch of God, you have there's confidence there. And if you've never read the 5 love languages, one of the love languages in the 5 love languages is the love language of touch. And you know what? You and I have an opportunity to touch people. And Fallon, you have that opportunity as well as where you're going here. You can touch people in a bad way, but you can also touch people in a good way. But my prayer for all of us is that we will allow the Heavenly Father to work, to flow, to move through us, that people will be touched. Not by us, but by God. What a heavy responsibility that is. I want you to notice as I share with you this formula this morning, that it all begins with the blessing. The blessing. We're amongst people who have not received a positive blessing. There are a lot of people that you and I encounter every day and every moment from time to time that have not received the blessing of loving parents like you have. Of loving parents who boot their kids out to college and they're crying when they're going out the door and they're crying when they start kindergarten and yes, we cry when you come home too sometimes. But there's that blessing involved in that, and I pray that we be a blessing people, that we be a touching people, that the ministry flowing out of this fellowship. One of our members here just challenged me not too long ago. She's here this morning, and I was kind of down because our attendance has been down a little bit lately, and she looked at me and she said, "Of course we're down. We're sending out people." I'm seeing a nod. Won't mention the name. Edna. but she said, "Of course we're." She said, "That's what drew me to this fellowship, is we're sending out people." I said, "Well, it'd be nice to have some people come in for a while too." So we're about sending out. And every day our students go to community college, NC State, UNC, ECU, all over the country. Every day you get up and you go to work. I got news for you. You are being sent out. Now, whether you're being obedient or not, that's a different story. Okay? That's a whole different factor there. Let me get into this formula here, because it adds a lot of weight, and I want especially Fallon to take this. The rest of you can turn it off, but I wouldn't recommend you do that. The first part of this state formula is, and you'll have to follow with me, okay? Blessing. Jabez wanted the blessing of God first. Blessing plus expansion equals inadequacy. Now, let me repeat that again. Blessing plus expansion equal inadequacy. Now, you might stop and say, well, why does that equal inadequacy? Is that when the Father moves among His people, He's not going to bless those who are not a part of Him, but Jabez asked for the blessing of God and then expand my territory. There's no point in having the territory expanded without the blessing. You can have your territory expanded, but without the blessing of God, it becomes a curse. And so, blessing plus expansion equals inadequacy. Let me let you in on a little secret here. The Father, the Heavenly Father, is not going to expand your territory in your ability. He's not going to do that. He's going to expand your territory because He has blessed you, but He's going to do it in such a way as that what my wife just said a few minutes ago. Let me share with you a God thing, because man couldn't do, because man had already told her it couldn't happen. And it did. Don't have to go into details on it. It was a God thing. Man said it wouldn't happen, and it did. Well, a part of this blessing plus expansion, the reality is The Father is not going to allow you to get so comfortable, so self-satisfied, and so content that you're going to realize, hey, I got this thing made. Well, I got news for you. If you got it made, it's messed up. Because everything I've made, I mess up. This interesting prayer here is, you see, here's pain. I'm looking at a lot of other pain here in this room. Here's pain. Jabez. Name means pain. He says, bless me. Bless me, not just bless me, but bless me indeed. And expand my territory. Blessing plus expansion equals inadequacy. And I'm telling you right now, that's exactly where the Father wants you. Fallon, I know you're nervous. I know your mom and dad are a little nervous. And a few other things. Expletives I won't even add in. But God wants to do some things. Trust Him. Even in your inadequacy, trust Him. Trust Him. I think of what the Apostle Paul said over in 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 9, where he said, my grace is sufficient. Not Paul's grace, God's grace. I don't believe in any accidents, and I don't believe that talking about His grace, God's grace, something that you and I don't deserve, to have His grace and mercy. You and I do not deserve to be alive. We do not deserve to have an opportunity to be in fellowship with Him. We don't even deserve to be sitting in this room right now. We don't deserve to have air conditioning. We don't deserve to have electricity, lights. We don't deserve to have anything in and of ourselves. But God says, His grace is sufficient. We can trust Him. He also told the Corinthians in 2 Corinthians that my power is made perfect in weakness. Right? Well, some of you know those verses here. The hand of God, the power of God, the provision of God. Wow, that's a whole other sermon. I won't go there. I know you want to get out and go eat lunch. I do too. Blessing plus expansion equal inadequacy. None of us are ever going to feel like we're prepared. Father has me in a position right now. I'm working on something that I have a very bad attitude about, but it's changing. Okay? It's changing. And I've heard it from some others here. And the more I'm moving in it, and I know God's in it, the more I'm getting a little more excited about it. But it's a little bit in me that says, I'm just not sure I'm ready to admit that totally yet. But I'll admit it a little bit. And I'm rambling a little bit too much. So blessing plus expansion equal inadequacy. The second part of the formula here, you see it in 2 Chronicles chapter 16. Inadequacy plus loyalty equals responsibility. So if you build on that, inadequacy plus loyalty equals, expansion. Blessing, I'll get it right in a minute here. See, I've already passed seminary, so you're not grading the sermon. Unless you decide to fire me. But blessing plus expansion equal inadequacy. The next one, inadequacy plus loyalty equals responsibility. In chapter 16, 2 Chronicles, it said, for the eyes of the Lord run to and fro throughout the whole earth to show Himself strong on behalf of those whose heart is loyal to Him. That's verse 9. I want to let you in on another little secret. The Father's not interested in superstars. He's not interested in the biggest and the brightest and the best. He's interested in those who are submitted. Who are submitted to His will. Say, I don't, not my will. Remember what the Lord said in the Garden of Gethsemane, right before the cross? He said, Father, not my will be done, but your will be done. If it be your will, let this cup pass, but not my will. I want your will. I'll tell you what, you want to be on this journey, and you want to see the territory expanded, and you want to see it expanding in such a way that it gets really better, then you stay inadequate, but you stay inadequate before the eyes of the Lord. And see what He will do here. Inadequacy plus loyalty equals responsibility here. Inadequacy is responsibility. None of us really want responsibility. Say, nevertheless, Lord, I will follow you. I don't think we can just say, God bless me. I don't think we can just say, God bless me, expand my territory. I think we have to go all the way. And trusting Him. That word blessing. You look at our blessing. All our students, you have our blessing. But it's not necessarily my blessing. I'm telling every single one of us here this morning, God has a plan. It's a whole lot better than yours. It's definitely better than mine. Trust Him. And He will do great and mighty things. And you'll like it in the end. You might not like the process. You're doing the push-ups, and you're doing the stuff that don't feel good. You'll like the result. And Dad will too. Third part, responsibility plus activity equals ministry. In Matthew chapter 16, Jesus said on the night before He was crucified, could you not tarry 1 hour? He says, watch and pray so that you'll not fall into temptation. The spirit is willing, but the body is weak. Don't I know that? Be encouraged. We have an opportunity this morning for ministry to flow forth, and I pray it's going to flow at Cape May University at you. I'm praying it'll flow at Creighton Community College, and I'm praying it'll flow in Gramercy. I'm praying that it'll flow in every aspect of our life, wherever we are. University of Mount Olive, Hatteras, Weyerhaeuser, Cherry Point, PCS Phosphate, and a few other places. I don't want to leave them out, but it doesn't matter what I say or not. God already knows. Ministry needs to flow from us, and none of us in here say, "Oh, not me." And God says, "I don't want you. I just want to use you." You go back to this prayer here, and I want to draw it out this morning as I draw it to a close. Verse 10, and Jabez called on the God of Israel, saying, "Oh, that you would bless me indeed, and enlarge my territory, that your hand would be with me, and that you would keep me from evil, that I may not cause pain." The best part of the whole verse is the last part. So God granted him what he requested. Never hear any more about Jabez. I don't think you need to. I think we have the testimony right here today. Some 3,000-4,000 years later. By no mistake that you're here. It's no mistake that, as I mentioned, I remember before Fallon was born and how we prayed. By no mistake that the doctor that delivered me died of a heart attack. God's got a plan. God has a plan. May He expand our territory for His good. Let's pray. Lord, Father, I can't help but think about Sherry right now, Father, and where they are. And Lord, You've got the plan. We're going to trust You. I pray that You would just be the God of all comfort. Lord, I pray this morning that You would help us to see Your plan. And as much as it might shake us to our core, help us to trust You more. We will give You all the glory. We can't wait to see what You're going to do. For it's in the name of Jesus we pray. Amen. Our closing hymn this morning, very appropriate, Bill 47, Trust and